What is up, guys? 301 here. Welcome to my live reaction and review to The Promised Neverland Chapter 72 Call. Alright, guys, so last week Emma and Lucas opened Minerva's door. We went in, we found pretty much a control system for the hunting park, and then we ended up going into another room where there was water which they could not touch, moving on to a floating island which seemingly had an elevator in there, and the elevator, they used a pen to turn it on. Seems like everything was starting up, and then it all went to shit. After that, we had the phone ring, and that's where the chapter ends. This week, what's going to happen? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's get straight into this. Alright, we're starting with an awesome coloured page. So it looks like we've got a little bit of a flashback of what's going on here. Alright, guys. Let's all go together to the human world. For that reason, we head towards A0863 Goldie Pond, a secret hunting ground. I wonder if this pond was what Mr. Minerva was calling us to. This is what we were searching for, Goldie Pond. So this page here is pretty much the wrap up of them getting to B0632, and then obviously Emma, Ray, and the guy going out to Goldie Pond. Emma getting captured into the secret hunting ground, getting into and actually finding Goldie Pond. So pretty much a recap of this arc in a nutshell there, guys. Alright, so we got Emma, Lucas, and I can't remember the guy in Goldie Pond. We got Ray and the guy in the woods. We got Phil still at Grace Field with Mama and a couple of other younger kids. Then we got Don, Gilda, and a couple of the other younger kids that have escaped, basically at the hidden base. And this is another colour picture. Really nice picture. I actually really like this. Alright, let's keep on going. Alright, so we're back at Goldie Pond. Okay, with the phone, it's ringing. A phone call. So Emma answers the phone. Hello? This is William Minerva. Oh, shit. Alright. Mr. Minerva? The actual person? I want to briefly convey some information to you who took this phone call, who I believe to be an escapee. Okay? This is getting good. First of all, I must give you my deepest apology. I'm sorry. Okay, what's he apologizing for? That elevator is a path that can cross over to the human world. Alright? However, it can now no longer be used. Alright, so it was a path. Alright, fair enough. Okay, alright. So we've got Lucas here now. So it was true. This unmistakable elevator that lies right before my eyes is a way to cross over to the human world. Alright. If we ride this, then we can pass over to the human world. Alright. What do you mean can no longer be used? Where are you right now, Mr. Minerva? So Emma's on the phone talking to him. I do not know what month and year you all are living in, but whenever you are hearing this recording, the elevator will not be working as it once was. Okay, so this is a recording. It's a recording after all. Okay, I just said that. It was stopped and the path was closed. Okay? It is my fault. I could not foresee my trusted confidence betrayal. Okay? Closed betrayal. So someone betrayed him. The village I made in A0863-2 is probably no longer safe. Because of that person, it is already ruined Or perhaps you guys unfortunately already know that. Okay. So who's this guy that betrayed him? That village Mr. Minerva made. It was a secret hunting ground before. It wasn't a secret hunting ground before. It was a safe village. But what was its purpose? That huge village, I wanted to atone for my sins. Okay, so we got a translation note here saying actual last name pending. Okay, fair enough. My real name is James Lately. Ooh, alright, so Minerva is actually James Lately, a descendant of the family who made the promise with them 1,000 years ago. Ooh, alright. We're getting a lot of good information here, guys. So, Minerva doesn't actually exist. Minerva was a code name. James Lately is the real name. Okay. And this guy is a descendant of the family who made the promise with the demons 1,000 years ago. Alright. I am the 35th head of the family. Generation after generation, it has been our duty to act as the mediator between the two worlds. Okay, so they're like a diplomat, basically. In order to maintain order in the human world, generation after generation for the past 1,000 years, we have devotedly upheld the promise by raising you children as food as a sacrifice. Okay. So he's behind this? I cannot abandon my duty for the sake of the human world. Okay. But I could not endure it as a human being at this outrageousness. At least I could provide you all an opportunity to choose your own future. Okay. Therefore, in the books delivered to the farms, I took on the name a fictional person named William Minerva. Alright. Okay, so that's where William Minerva all came from. It's a fake name to kind of hint at stuff. Okay. This person, so we got a flashback, it becomes Morse code. Correct. A code book. It's a guide after all. If you need help, then come visit me. William Minerva. Alright, so this is a flashback. Emma's thinking back all the flashback, everything, them discovering the book, getting out, finding all the information, how to get through everything, and stuff like that. Alright. It was a mere trivial craftsmanship, but at least you children who noticed would be able to live in a safe shelter and would be able to secretly travel through the secret path. Okay? But that path was closed, and the village is also probably unusable. According to that person's scheme, my life is now being targeted by my family. Okay? So it looks like he was doing this to try and save as many people, but someone else who was in on it betrayed him, and now there's people trying to kill him. Okay. It is currently May 20th, 2031. By the time you are listening to this recording, I'm probably no longer in this world. What? Mr. Minerva is dead? I'm sorry. Alright. But this is not a defeat. I have no intention of being killed so easily. There are more supporters of you all besides me. Okay. So we get information here that there's more humans that are supporting this. Besides that elevator, it's not the only path for coming and going. Alright, so there's more ways. There's more than one way to get out of this. It's dangerous, but there are numerous other paths. For example, alright, so we're going to get another example. No way. Grace Fieldhouse, Glory Bell, Grand Valley, and then Goodwill Ridge. Are you seriously? There was an escape there, and they escaped out of Gracefield, went out into the open world where there was a path there. Holy shit. So it was like, huh? At least inside each of those 4 high quality farms lies a path that is different than the one at Goldie Pond and should probably not be closed. Alright. So it looks like we're going to have to break back into the farm. There lies a path for coming and going inside each farm. Oh man, this is crazy, guys. Realize the future that you desire. If you want to secretly escape into the human world, I'll direct several of my allies towards you. If you have friends with you, I'll send you all together through one of the paths. Or not. If you want to break this world's crooked order and the promise, then break it. He's pretty much going, you want to snap this promise and everything? Go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I don't care. And they're kind of freaking out. Total war with them will break out, resulting in the 2 worlds returning to their previous state of hunt or be hunted. So basically, it's going to start a war. If they break the promise, it's going to become a war. Okay. I will not personally break it, but if that is what you desire, then neither I nor my allies will hinder that choice. Okay. Interesting. I like that. I like how that he's basically, that's what you want to do. We're not going to stop you from doing it. You can do whatever the hell you want. It's your choice. Alright. Is he telling us to secretly escape with numbers that won't be detected? Or is he telling us to create a rebellion with all the other kids? Okay, so he's pretty much giving them an option. But if the future that you seek is neither of those, then search for the 7 walls. The girl demon, she said the same thing. The 7 walls. What the hell is the 7 walls? The 7 walls? That's what Musica said. So we've got a flashback from when they were with Musica and that. I'm sorry, but there's not much more time left. I left the rest of the details in Marvin's bed. Okay? For what has come until now, for what will come after, everything that must be done to pass through will be there. You've worked very hard to now. Okay? You've probably made many painful memories. Yet you've still made it here. I wanted to hear no, probably all of your voices. I wanted to see what you looked like. There is light. Grasp it with your hands. Please live. Okay? I wish you all the best of luck. And we actually get to see his face. They're disconnected. He was an ally, right? As expected, Mr. Minerva was doing all of this for us. Right. Yeah. Atonement and the future you desire. Those are Mr. Minerva's true intentions. He was an ally. Why is this place like this? Caused me to begin doubting, but yes, the situation changed and he couldn't move around like he thought he could. The situation. Mr. Minerva is dead. He was betrayed. Okay? And that's why this place became a secret hunting ground. Moreover, the places with a path for coming and going, Gracefield House. To think that there was an exit to the human world from the place that we escaped from. Dude, that is huge. But now we understand how to travel there and the location of these paths. And the existence of supporters. So there's allies out there that are willing to help them. This is crazy, guys. I'm trying not to lose my mind. I'm trying to keep nice and calm, but it's been very hard. Thank goodness. Now, after we leave here, I can see for those kids, all the other kids, and that guy to escape. Lucas, as I figured, since that time, with this, we have finally removed the last obstacle to ending this hunting ground. Okay? Let's obtain the future we desire. To accomplish that, the details we need are in Marvin's bed. Marvin's bed. Those words are a hint that only the escapees will understand. Mr. Minerva's adventure novel, Ugo's Adventure Diary. Inside it lies his partner, Marvin the lemur. His favorite sleeping spot. Okay? In other words, inside the drawer. So inside is all the details needed to cross over that Mr. Minerva hid. The past to come and go, the supporters, and the 7 walls. Will we obtain all of it? I'm gonna open it. Chapter end. Dude! Don't mind, man. I just need a drink, man. Dude, that was fucking intense. But anyway, guys, look, we're going to jump straight into the review. Alright, guys, so chapter 72, Call for the Promised Neverland. It pretty much, this entire chapter was a phone call between Emma and Mr. Minerva. Alright, and William Minerva. Or, I'm just jumping back here quickly. Okay. Alright, guys, so chapter 72 of The Promised Neverland, Call. The entire chapter was based around the phone call between Emma, Lucas, and William Minerva. We actually find out a lot about William Minerva. First off, his real name is James Lately. He's a descendant of the family who made the promise with the demons over 1,000 years ago. All right. We also find out that he's the 35th head of that family, and we also found out that he's pretty much a sort of diplomat. All right, so he's like a diplomat, kind of politician type thing. So he comes from the human world to the demon world to kind of keep the peace. Unfortunately, the duty that he has was he pretty much was the person behind creating the farms, setting things up so that the demons literally had people to eat, right? So he was behind all of that, and that is crazy. Okay, we found out why the elevator no longer works, because it has been closed off, and James Lately, or Willie Minerva, whatever you want to stick with, I'm going to stick with Minerva. He was betrayed by someone. We don't know who. He doesn't say who. Someone betrayed him because this village, Goldie Pond, was meant to be a safe village, similar to the shelter that we found in B0632, where Don Gildardiaz are currently staying. The Goldie Pond was meant to be a safe village, but because of someone basically scheming in the background betrayed him, it got turned into a secret hunting ground. Okay, we also find out that the elevator was a path to the human world, but that path was closed, and basically, according to that person's scheme, my life is now being targeted by his own family. So he's literally under attack from his own family. His own family want to kill him. All right. So this is pretty crazy, and we do get little flashbacks of them finding the book, finding the messages, and all that kind of stuff as well. We also find out that the guy on the phone is not actually on the phone. This is actually a recording that he left, and he does tell us when the recording was. It is currently May 20th, 2031. And he says, by the time you're listening to this recording, I am probably no longer in this world. He's probably saying, I'm either dead or I'm gone. Or I'm either dead or I've vanished. Right? So, and he's also apologizing, saying, I'm sorry, but this is not a defeat. I have no intentions of being killed so easily. We also get information that there are other supporters besides him. There are supporters out there. We've met Musica and the guy, I don't quite remember his name. We met those two. They are people who don't eat humans. Right? Even though the guy wants to eat a human, he doesn't because of religious beliefs, yada, yada, yada. But we also get information that besides the elevator is not the elevator that we're seeing is not the only path for coming and going. It's dangerous, but there are other paths. And this is where I'm like, oh my God. For example, Grace Field, where they escaped from, Glory Bell, Grand Valley, the Goodwill Ridge, the high quality farms. Inside all of those farms, there is a way to the human world. So literally Emma, Ray, Don, Gilda, all the kids escape from Grace Field to get to Goldie Pond, only to find out that the path there cannot be taken because it's been closed off because of a betrayer. Now we find out there are actually paths within the farm. Like, holy fuck. Like, this is huge, right? There are paths in and out from the demon world to the human world and the human world back at the farms. That is nuts. That is crazy, all right? Then he basically says, I'm not going to overstep my bounds because I'm not willing to break the promise. Because if we break the promise, it will start out an all-out war with them. Yes, but if you choose to break the promise, I'm not going to stop you. The allies, we're not going to hinder you. We're going to let you do whatever it is you want to do. Right? So he goes, if you want to secretly escape into the human world, I'll direct several of my allies towards you. If you have friends with you, I'll send you all together through one of the paths, or not. If you want to break this world's crooked order and the promise, then break it. Yes, total war with them will break out, and the world will result to the way it was before. The promise of hunt or be hunted. All right. So he's basically saying, I don't care what you do. You want to break the promise? Go for it. You want to secretly sneak in? Go for it. I will help you whatever way I can. Right? There's some pretty big words. Okay? He said, I will not personally break it, but if that's what you desire, then neither I nor my allies will hinder that choice. So he's basically saying, look, I personally don't want to do this. I don't want to break it because I don't want war. But if that's what you choose to do, go for it. Okay? Yes. But then he goes, if the future that you seek is neither of those, then search for the 7 walls. The 7 walls, it's the next big mystery. What the hell is the 7 walls? Musica said the same thing, and we actually get a flashback by Emma that she's going, that's what Musica said. What's the 7 walls? Where are the 7 walls? Right? Then he's like, sorry, there's not much more time left. I've left the rest of the details in Marvin's bed. Right? The only ones who will know what Marvin's bed is basically escapees. People who have read the book. Yeah? And he's basically saying, look, I wish I could have, you've probably made a lot of painful memories, yet you've still made it. I wanted to hear all of your voices. I wanted to see what you look like. There is a light. Grasp it with your hands. Please live. So he's basically saying, look, I'm really sorry. There's not a lot I can physically do with my position, but I will do everything I personally can. Right? I like that. And then we actually get to see his face, and he's basically saying he wishes you all the best of luck. He wishes them all the best of luck, and then it disconnects. And they're like, he's an ally, as expected. He was doing everything to try and get as many people out of the demon world. And he goes, this is his atonement and the future you desire. Alright? Then we start going into like, Mr. Minerva, we're now assuming that he's been killed, that he was betrayed, and that's why this place becomes a sacred hunting ground. Moreover, places with a path for coming and going, Gracefield House, to think that there was an exit to the human world from the place that we escaped from. That's like a big shock. It's like, dude, we were in a place where we could have escaped. We escaped from that place to get out so we could find a way to the human world when there was one right in our backyard. Right? We also got obviously the thing of, now we understand, they now know how to travel there, the location of these paths, and the existence of supporters, allies. This is crazy. This is big, big stuff. Right? This is a lot of good information that they needed. So we've got Lucas going, thank God, they've finally removed the last obstacle to ending this hunting ground, because that's their overall goal at the moment. They want to destroy this hunting ground. Alright, and obviously everything that they need is in Marvin's bed, and those words are here that only the escapees will understand, which is inside Mr. Minerva's adventure novel, Hugo's Adventure Diary, where his pet partner Marvin, the lemur, his favorite sleeping spot is in the drawers. And then the chapter ends with Emma opening the drawers, and we don't actually see what's in there. A lot of crazy shit, guys. A lot of crazy shit went down this week's chapter. Oh my god. So we got to see who William Minerva was. That's James Lately. Found out he's the 35th head of the family. We also found out that Goldie Pond was meant to be a safe village for humans that managed to escape, to get there and to be safe and to find a way to the human world. We also found that James Lately wouldn't actually personally break the promise that it goes on between the demons and the humans. But if they wish to break it, go for it. We're not going to hinder him and the supporters. They're not going to hinder him, knowing that if they break the promise, it's going to be all-out war. And then obviously, if they don't want to sneak through, or if they don't want to break the promise, go and find the 7 walls. The 7 walls is the next big mystery, guys. That's the thing we need to figure out. Where is the 7 walls? What is the 7 walls? We also found out there are other paths out to the human world via Gracefield and all the other high quality farms. That is crazy. That is nuts. I wonder how Isabella or Mama would react to that if she knows, wait, there's a way out, because we know she's actually she's one of the peoples. She's one of the orphans as well. How would she react if she knew there was a way out? That's the good question. Anyway, guys, overall for this chapter, the art was solid. Progression, not a ton, but we got a lot of information. So that's why this week, guys, I'm going to give it 4 stars, 4 out of 5. Absolutely brilliant chapter. Really, I loved all the information, the shocking revelations of the fact there was a way out within Gracefield, and that they didn't have to escape Gracefield to get out. There was a way out. A lot of great things, guys. Getting to see William Minerva or James Lately, whatever you want to go with, Guinnessy, who he was, and that basically he was a descendant. James Lately, William Minerva was just a pen name that he used to not give away who he actually was. The fact that he was betrayed and he may still be alive, there's a lot of things there that still, a little bit of mystery, but we're going to go with the theory that he's been killed. But at the same time, we also got the information that there are allies who are willing to help, but it's up to them to decide how they want to do it. Do they want to break the promise and start an all-out war? Do they want to sneak in? Whatever their decision is, the supporters, their allies aren't going to hinder them. But he said, if you don't want to sneak in, if you don't want to break the promise, find the 7 walls. It's pretty big thing. So what's in the drawers? What's the information we're going to see? We're going to have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, that is all for me. As always, let me know in that comment section below what you guys thought. Did you like it? Didn't like it? All that kind of jazz. And as always, smash that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Of course, hit that little bell. It will notify you anytime I upload a video. And as always, guys, I'm Free01. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you guys with another live reaction and review. Peace. Run away!